Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Tina from It's a Wonderful Plan. Today I'm going to start setting up my Erin Condren Life Planner. This one starts in July. I have the hexagon design. It is a 12-month planner and the layout is the dashboard layout. I'm going to be using this planner for my content creating. And for that planner, I don't use stickers. I just like to have pops of color in there. That's the reason why I chose the hexagon design. And I like to use a lot of colorful pens and markers to do color coding when I use this planner. We're going to start off by putting my name in the planner. So I have this vellum piece here, which I'm just going to flip that over. And as you can see, Life Planner, a dashboard layout. This is my life. And then there are two lines here. And then there's also like a made in USA little stamp there. However, I went ahead and did some prepping here. I went ahead and covered that up. I used some whiteout to cover up the made in USA. And then I used a white gel pen to cover up the lines. I like to use letter stickers, so my alphabet stickers, and I have these right here. These actually came from a Happy Planner set of alphabet stickers. I don't know if they even have these anymore, this large sticker size, but I really like this. It's fun. It's got like this really pretty foil. I'm going to use this washi tape here to grab the stickers off of here and move them onto this page. So now I tried this previously and it worked out pretty well for me with paper alphabet stickers, but this has got like a foil to it. So not sure how it's going to work, but I am hopeful. I'm going to pick all of these up. And my goal for today is to set up all of the front of the planner. There's a few pages up front here that I want to get set up so it's ready for me to move into come July. All right, so this one got a little crooked. Okay, so I think I'm good. So by using the washi, I'm able to pick it up off of that sticker backing paper where I had placed these, and now I'm gonna bring this like center here and hopefully straight. Let's close this up. I think I might have a little bit better view, and I think that will work. I think that looks pretty straight. Okay, so I'm gonna put the stickers down here, and then I'm gonna grab the washi, and there we go. I like it. Now for me, I don't like to write in my name in the planner. I still am not comfortable like with my lettering, so I would rather just use like alphabet stickers to put my name in here, and I think that worked out really nicely. I like the colors, and let me open it up here to get like the full view. I like it. Looks pretty, and this is what it looks like with the vellum over it. I love it. And that is all I'm going to do for this page. So this one is all set up, ready to go. And I love when I open this up. This just brings me so much joy. Celebrate every facet of the journey. That is just so pretty. All of the colors. I'm not going to be doing anything with these pages. So now we're into the 2025-2026 calendar pages here. So I've got July 2025 through December of 2026. So I have 18 months here, and I want to add some color to this pages because it's super simple. There's nothing going on here other than the colorful coil that I chose for this planner. So I'm going to grab some stickers from the Spring Allure sticker book from Live Love Posh. She has some really pretty florals in here that I think would go nicely. These right here. I really like these. And there are 4 pages of this print, but I have like these right here, these 2 long ones. So it's going to overlap here, and I'm fine with that. And I'm not sure how far down I want these to come. So I'm going to start off using this one. I'm going to start on this side here. So let me actually grab the planner, and I'm going to flip it around because I need to have a good view here. Now, the one thing about working with these big stickers is just that sometimes they could be a really tricky to control. So I'm going to have this sticker page on the side here, and you can see how big it is. It's like I don't want it to come down that far. So I'm going to get it situated on here, but I don't want it to like come too far down. Let's see. All right, let's just going to have to kind of go for it here. Hope you could see that. I think this is gonna, oh, it just misses it, so that's good. Yeah, I think that that is good. Looks really cute. All right. Adds that nice pop of color to the page. All right, now I'm gonna grab my bigger scissors because when you're cutting something like this, it's really long. I highly recommend you pulling out like big scissors and not using like your little scissors to do it. Just helps you kind of cut things a little bit straighter. I have felt for myself. So let's see here. I don't want to cut the page. So I want to just be really careful about that. The nice thing about the clear stickers is you could really see through the sticker to see like the page. Otherwise you could flip it over and look at it that way, but this seems to be working well. I'm not sure what I want to do with this extra, so I don't necessarily want to cut it like one way or the other short. So I'm gonna kind of leave. There we go. Leave it kind of like that. Oh, that looks really pretty. Yeah, I like that. It goes so pretty too with the colorful coil that I have in here because this colorful coil has like a teal, a purple, and then the pink. So I think that that looks really nice. Okay, now on this side, I want to grab the other one in this book, and I'm going to do, well, not exactly the same because it's like a little bit different here, but it's probably going to lay out kind of the same just because of the way that it is. Do I want the white? No, see, that's a lot of white. I think I'd like it bumped this way because then I see just more of the color. All right, so now this one's going to be a little bit different to cut because it's right up against the coil there. So I'm going to grab my little X-Acto knife. This is one of those things where it's like you want to add a lot of pressure, but then if you add too much, you know, I'm always afraid of cutting the page. Ah, okay, so I added enough and hopefully I didn't cut it. Ooh, this got stuck to the cover a little bit there. I think it's okay though. All right, so sorry, I have to kind of move this. Okay, I think I did a good job there. Let's see. I like the way that turned out. I love it. Okay, now I do want to do some florals at the bottom here. I want to frame out and possibly some along the sides, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the little bit of information that I want in here before I add in the bottom trim of the flowers because I want to make sure I have enough room to put what I want under each month. So let's work on that. All right, so I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to use these pages because honestly, I really haven't been using them in the past, but I came up with a fun idea. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on one at a time. It's just going to be a little bit easier for me because the book is so like uneven because of course it's just starting. So I am going to keep track of my analytics on this page. So I thought at the end of every month, I can go ahead and write down the numbers that I have for my YouTube subscribers and my Instagram followers. I'm also on TikTok, but I haven't been really in a while. So my main focus is YouTube and then Instagram. So I thought that I would keep track of subscribers here. Then that way I could set myself some goals and I have a great way of being able to see it in like one view here. So what I want to do is I want to use the stencil, and there's a few different boxes sizing here. I think I liked this size to go ahead, have some boxes here, have a place to write in my analytics. Now, as I'm looking at this, I really think I'm going to need to turn it this way in order to give myself like a really good like view here. So I want the boxes to be under each month. Okay, and then they all kind of end a little differently. Like August comes down into this next row, November comes down here, and then, the same thing here. So of course, February is the short month, but regardless, I want the boxes to be even across this way. Also want to add some color to the boxes. I don't want them to just be black boxes. And I thought it would be fun to use the dual tip markers that I got that match this, because the colors match the tabs in the planner. So I need to pull out the colors so that way I can like start filling this in with the right color scheme. So let's see, we've got I think it goes, yeah, July, August, September. So I'm going to need this navy. See, I'm matching it up with the tabs. And then this yellow. And then this amethyst. There's different colors for each one here. So I think that that is correct. Yep, I'm good there. Okay, so let's start with these three. Put that to the side just to keep it out of my way and also keep it organized. Okay, so it's going to be this one, and then this one. And I want to use the narrow, they're calling it a fine tip, and I want to use, I think I want to use this one here. I thought about using the bigger one, but that's like way too big. I don't need that much space. I don't really write that big. So I think this second one would be good. It's a little bit wider and it's a little bit narrower this way. So I think that that would be a good choice. And I think what I should do, I'm going to jump around because I want to start with the one that's like lower and make sure I have enough room. And then that way I can make sure that I have them here even. I'm sorry, I keep moving the book around because I'm not sure what my best like view is, but I think this is good right here. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of like using the numbers and lining the stencil up so that way I could see that it's like nice and center in there. So there's that one. And then I need to put a line in the middle because I want to separate this box. So I don't know how I want to do this. I guess I'm just going to have to like kind of eyeball it like that. Because then I can write in here and I'm just going to write like YT and then IG. And then that way I have a space to record the numbers. And I don't have to use a colorful marker to record the numbers. I can write that in black. I think I would like that better. Okay, so now I just need to make sure that the next boxes are like lined up because I don't want them to be like off center as far as like this way. So I think I had it like right above the month below. And then I had the numbers on the left and the right from the month in there. Yeah, I think that that will work. Okay, and then I just need to draw in my middle line. Now this is the one where I have to just eyeball it because, yeah, that works. Now the one thing about stencils and markers is that you want to have some Kleenex on the side because you want to clean off your stencil because otherwise things will transfer when you pick up your stencil and move it somewhere else. So I'm going to put this line in next and then I'll fill that in. So I'm going to get this part filled in with you and then I'm going to speed things up so that way you will see it on a faster speed because this is obviously going to be a little time consuming here for me. that midline in here. There we go. I had thought about writing out the whole word, but then I thought, well, I don't really need to do that. I think the abbreviations are sufficient for this. I'm just wondering, do I want to underline each month? I always think of different things after I like do one design, then I look at it and I assess it, and then I just kind of go from there. Like, do I need to do something different? Like, what else can I do here? There we go. I like it. All right, so I will speed things up here so that way it's not so long, because otherwise this will be like really long. All right, so I went ahead and filled these out. However, I stopped with June because I will be getting a new planner for July. So I didn't want to go ahead and fill this out because I'm not even going to be in this planner to go ahead and fill out those analytics. So I'm good with that. I know it looks like really unbalanced, and that might be like something that might bother one person, but for myself, I'm okay with it. So I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. And then I definitely want to fill in the bottom here with some trim of the florals. Now I do want to keep it pretty even though, because I don't want that to look like awkward. So let's fill in this side first, and then that way I have like a guideline to go with over here. So of course I want to bring in the same flowers. There's a lot of bouquets in here that I could use, or I could just do like a straight line of flowers down here. It'll basically look like washi. I think I'm going to go that route because that actually would be a great way to use this. Because honestly, if I don't use it this way, I don't know how else I would use this. So I think that this is a good idea. So let me get myself adjusted over here. And again, I want to do this side first, and I kind of want to bring it up as high as I can. I want to have as much of this floral in here as I can. Oh, I think that that's probably not the best way. Let's see. Let me grab my tweezer. That should help me guide it. I'm thinking it's just a little bit off. It's fine. Okay, it's not bad at all. I'm going to cut this first. Okay, let's do the other side, but I want it to match. I don't want it to be like one side is whiter than the other side. This one actually started splitting on me. Okay, let's see here. A little hard to see how the sticker like cut right here. So I think my best bet is to like stick it on this side, so that way I'm not dealing with this little piece, trying to like piece it together. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to cut this off because I think that I know I'm not going to need that whole piece. So I think that that might just make my life a little bit easier to have a little bit smaller piece to like work with here. So let me put that back in here and let's see what I could do. So pretty much like that's as wide. There we go. But I don't want to chance it by pulling it, so I'm just going to cut it. All right, so I have my calendar pages set up. So excited for this. I think that this is going to work out perfectly for what I need. I'm going to be able to write down my analytics for YouTube and Instagram at the end of each month. I went ahead and color coded it according to the colors for the tabs in this particular planner. This is the hexagon design. And then I also added in my name on the first page here. And I used that little tip of using the washi to place down alphabet stickers nice and straight. And if you want to see the next setup video that I'm going to do, I'm going to be working on setting up these 12 pages. And if you want to see like how I use this, make sure that you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos when I post them. If you like this video, got some ideas for yourself, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Now, if you decide to purchase anything, I am an Erin Condren affiliate. So if you decide to purchase, please consider using my link. You will find that down below in the description. I know many of you have already used it, and thank you so much for that. And thank you for thinking about using it on your next purchase. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, how do you use your calendar pages? I would love to hear your tips and ideas. I feel like these pages, there's so many different things that you could do with them, and it really depends on how you're using the planner. You may not even do anything with these pages and you just have them there for reference, and that works out well also. I do like the new design that Erin Condren has done for us, where these pages are super minimal. We can add in whatever stickers we want or no stickers at all, colorful markers, whatever we decide to do with it. I love having a nice blank slate to do with whatever we want, however we want, but also having the beautiful colors like in the dashboards and like in the monthlies here. So I'm super excited to dive into this. And thank you so much for hanging out here with me today. If you watch this video all the way through till the end, leave me a purple heart emoji. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.